Good day! It is a wonderful day to start a new lesson. I am Teacher Reggie from Fortune High School, Marikina. In this lesson, you will learn about the modal verbs. Our most essential learning competency is to express permission, obligation, and prohibition using modals. What is special about them? Modal verbs behave very differently from normal verbs. Here are some important differences. First, they alter or complete the meaning of the main verb. Second, they express ideas such as capacity, possibility, obligation, permission, prohibition, probability, supposition, request, or desire. Third, they can also indicate the level of formality in the conversation. Lastly, they do not take S for the third person singular. These are the three hows. The first how says, modal verbs are always followed by a verb in its base form. Example, he speaks Chinese. This construction is in the SVA pattern. And if we will use a modal in this construction, it will become he can speak Chinese. And the modal in the sentence is the word can. The explanation behind this construction is that modal verbs do not take S in the third person in the present simple. Let's now use the given sentence again. He can speak Chinese and he can't speak Chinese. Let's now find out which one is the correct construction. So it must still be the he can speak Chinese. Let's now have the second how. We use not to make the modal verbs negative, even in simple present or simple past, but we don't use the helping verb do. Example, I don't like to be late. This construction is in the regular SVA pattern. If we will use the given sentence using modals, the correct construction must be the first construction. He should not be late. Let's have another example. The correct answer is the first construction. They might not come to the party. Let's now proceed to the third how. Many modal verbs cannot be used in the past tenses or the future tenses. Example, he will can go with us and she must studied very hard. The tense used in the first sentence is the word will, and the modal used in the first sentence is the word can, which we definitely cannot use because the tense of the first construction is in the future. The tense of the second construction is the word studied, and the modal used is the word must. We also cannot use the modal must because the tense of the verb used in the second construction is in the past tense. Modal verbs and their substitutes. Many modal verbs cannot be used in all of the English tenses. That's why we need to know their meaning and the substitute for these modal verbs according to their types. These are the three types of modals. Permission, obligation, and prohibition. Under permission, we act of allowing someone to do something. The modal verbs can, could, and may. The next modal type is obligation. We act of responsibility, duty, or commitment. Under of this are modals must, should, and have to. The third type of modal is prohibition. We act of not allowing something to be used or done. Under of this type, the can't or cannot, mustn't or must not, and shouldn't or should not. Under permission, we have the modal verbs can, could, and may. These modals also express general ability, possibility, opportunity, and request. Examples: I have some free time. I can help her now. Explanation: I have the opportunity to help her. Second, he could speak only Hebrew when he was a kid. Explanation: I have the general ability to do the action of speaking. Next, today, he may come on time. Explanation: although usually he comes late, there is a possibility that today he will come on time. Let's now proceed to the obligation. The modal verbs under this are must, should, and have to. These modals also express obligation, strong advice, recommendation, and necessity. Examples: she is sick. She has high fever. She must take a pill. Explanation: very strong advice or obligation. Second, when you make a cheesecake, you should first check that you have cheese. Explanation: it shows recommendation or else it will not be a cheesecake. Third, I have to wear eyeglasses to see. Explanation: often used in place of must when speaking and shows necessity. The third type of modal verbs are can't, mustn't, and shouldn't under prohibition. These modals also express inability, impossibility, not allowing, and unimportant. Examples: you mustn't ride your bike without a helmet. Explanation: you are not allowed to do it. Next, I can't hear you, it is too noisy. Explanation: I don't have the ability to hear what you are saying because of the noise. Third, he shouldn't work so much. Explanation: it usually advises not to do something bad. Now, let's practice your skills in modal verbs. Directions: write down the correct modal verb for each sentence. Number 1, you blank write 30 sentences for homework. The correct answer is the modal must. Number 2, John blank speak so quickly. The correct answer is the modal shouldn't. Number 3, she blank play the piano well. The correct answer is the modal can. Number 4, if you have a bad cough, you blank smoke. The correct answer is The modal must not. And lastly, number 5, she blank speak in Korean when she was young. The correct answer is the modal could. And that ends our discussion. So I hope you learned something. And always remember that modal verbs are used to express obligation, prohibition, and obligation. This video will not be possible without the aid of DepEd Marikina's provided module. Credits go to its writer. Once again, this is Teacher Reggie, and thank you.